Good morning and welcome to worship at Trinity United Church of Christ and Multicultural Center. This is the 20th Sunday after Pentecost. Pentecost, the day when the disciples, inspired by the Holy Spirit, ran out into the streets, embraced people, each heard each other in their own tongue and their own language. They connected and the church grew. And we're excited to announce that next Sunday, which is October 17th, we too, you can run out in the street and run right over to the chapel at Trinity, and we will be meeting in person in our chapel with, of course, social distancing and safety precautions in place. Masks are required, and if you've had COVID, we would ask that you please get a negative test before attending, just to ensure the safety of everyone here. We cherish each and every one of you, and we want everyone to stay healthy. And I want to thank you, too, the congregation does, for your financial support during this time of online worship, to stay connected as you do, whether mailing your offering or giving via PayPal on our website. I do want to tell you that this is a special week for the UCC in Florida. The Florida Conference is having their annual meeting virtually on Zoom this coming week, starting on Wednesday. There is no charge for it, but you do need to register beforehand to access the Zoom. I hope you will register. You can get that information from a email mailing from the church. And at least for Wednesday and Thursday evening programs regarding the sea changes that individuals and congregations now are facing everywhere, and how we move forward into the future as a people, as a church. In this threshold time that calls us to step out into the future, our October worship theme is listening. Last week, we listened to Jesus' call to love as he gathered the children into his arms and called us to practice love and step out on the threshold where we are and reach out into the world. This week, Jesus listens and calls us again to step out into new life. Would you join me now in our call to worship based on Psalm 66? It begins with the Hebrew Shema, Hear, O Israel, which goes with our whole theme this month of listening and hearing the Spirit and hearing one another. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Ehud. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Let our praise be heard for the one who gives us life and keeps us from falling. For I cried out, and God heard me. God's steadfast love has always surrounded each one of us. God has brought us out into a spacious place, deeper than the seas, higher than the mountains, wider than the horizon, beyond our wildest imaginings, a place of goodness and mercy where all are welcome and all are loved. Come now, let us worship the God of life.